G'day pickers, welcome back to the Guitar Garden. Today we're going to venture away from our beginner lessons to maybe not quite intermediate, but somebody who's got these chords down from our beginner lessons. So I'll call this lesson You Know More Than You Know. So you can call these chord extensions, chord add-ons, subtractions, the different chords within the chord, which creates this movement as opposed to a stagnant, which kind of sucks. It's kind of like a singer, just variation on the pitch. We're playing a chord, but a variation on this pitch. So we're going to start off with C, and we're just going to pull fingers in and out and see what happens. We'll go into later the names of the chords and the reasons why. But for now, I want you to just pull some fingers in and out. So our normal C chord sounds like this. So what happens if we pull out the index finger? On its own, it doesn't sound that good. It certainly could fit in certain songs and places. But what if we switch between the C major, our big C, and this C? So we're just going to bounce in between the C major and this. C major 7 technically, but we're not going to worry too much about names, okay? So what else could we do? We could pull our middle finger in and out. How does that sound against the major, C major? Creates this little bit of movement as opposed to the stagnant. Okay, so now I'm going to switch both in and out. Just see what we come up with. A bit of picky. So it just creates this movement away from the stagnant major. Okay, since we've also got our pinky hanging around doing nothing, what if we throw our pinky in somewhere? What about the high E string? In the 3, that's the closest one for us, that's the easiest. And what about the B string? So what if I now add in my high E on the G note, my B string, which is actually a D note, along with my add-in extensions or subtractions. So let's try this. creates this melody along with the chord. So that's just one chord. What if we want to drop into a A minor? So remember, this is A major. So A minor is going to be this chord. We're just shifting this note here to this note here. So it's like the E major, just drop down one. And we're only going to play from the A string. So again, this is for perhaps a little bit more advanced people who've got these chords down and a little bit of rhythm. So now, what about on A minor? What can I pull in and out? Right off the bat. But again, this pinky's hanging out. Let's try some notes, see what happens. So what if I combine that with a little rhythm? Creates this movement along instead of the stagnant. Now sometimes you're not going to be able to pull this off. If you've got a busy singer going over the top with their own melodies. For us, a lot of the time we're going to be just playing these chords. Open chords, or whether you're playing bar chords or partials. So we like to make it fun for ourselves too, as well as our listeners. So now let's keep just two chords, C and the A minor. C major and A minor, A minor is relative minor of C major, in theory. But for now, don't worry too much about that. So let's shift from our C to our A minor, using our add-ons, extensions, subtractions. See what we get. Sounds much cooler, and it's easy, you know this already, just by pulling fingers in and out. And it works for all our chords, open chords where we're at the moment. D chord, G, E major, the A major for continuing our bluesy run. So what can I pull in and out? Back to our A, this 5, sus2 really is. What about my middle finger? Is it 7th? notes hanging out. So let's try a pinky in there somewhere. So experiment, have fun. There is no wrong note. It's just a note perhaps you used in an incorrect way that doesn't quite fit what you're doing. But if in doubt, who cares? That's the beauty of music, especially if you're not recording at all. I mean, everyone's got a phone these days, so every gig you play, somebody's going to be recording something. But music is like painting on silence. Once it's out there, it's gone forever. I've been playing here for the last hour, 2 hours. Nobody's heard me, nobody's heard mistakes, nobody's heard the cool bits either, which kind of sucks. So don't get bogged down in it's a mistake. It's a mistake, so what? It's out into the ether. And you'll learn not to maybe hit that next time in that progression. So, have fun with that. Feel free to like, subscribe, all that goodness for us. And we'll see you out there.